Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Real quick, here's something that is important that you need to be aware of is any type of paralysis or even people with type 2 diabetes who don't have the exercise that they used to. You have these here compression stockings, and but ideally you really need to keep the feet up. You get edema in the leg, and you can see here what happens is when you press, it sort of stays dimpled in, and it's fluid that accumulates. So she really needs to have she doesn't like it. You need to have the feet up any amount instead of being the lowest extremity in relation to the rest of the body. That's where the fluid's going to go. They do have, again, it's just ideally you want to prevent the edema or the fluid from accumulating in the first place. I bought these off of eBay. Somebody was, I don't know if they still offer them. They're sort of, I think they're called like diabetic boots or slippers. And they're very loose, and I usually have that on. But you can get these compression stockings in different compressions. It's something that you have to consult your doctor about, and because they put pressure on the leg. This one here has lost its elasticity, and you also have neuropathy that goes on, so they're more sensitive. But this is what I put on this one. I don't have a matching pair. It's kind of loose. And then I have this slipper that she gets edema a little bit because this is more active, a little less because she does use this muscle. But that sort of gets tight too during the course of the day. So that's sort of how she has her footwear on. She does have, or she did have, diabetic shoes that are just really too tight that we don't use. And I believe her insurance actually covers a new pair every year, but she would only wear one. So this is one that was prescribed to her for shoe wear. So yeah, that's something that's very important also is footwear. And along with the edema, you have dermatitis, I think, cellulitis or dermatitis. The skin gets dry, so it's very important to keep the skin moisturized with some type of lotion. So just thought I'd do a quick video there on very important to control or prevent in the first place, because she's actually had a very serious condition where she got nicked by the metal that supports the footrest here, and she had really severe edema. And what happens is that with the type 2 diabetes, your wounds don't heal as quickly, and it just mushroomed into this deep wound that just kept on expanding. It was like a sinkhole, get larger and larger and larger. And finally I wasn't happy with the care that she was getting. I went to on my own, a wound care specialist, and they immediately took care of that and was able to, over months, it took months, the insurance only covered a certain amount of visits, and by the time the nurse said, okay, this is my last visit, I'm out of here. I mean, I don't get squeamish, but this wound, I could go up to it was probably this deep, up to my first knuckle hair, and it was the deepest open wound that I've ever seen. And it just constantly, it doesn't heal, it just constantly weeps fluid, because it's sort of like having a balloon that you can prick without it blowing up, and it just keeps on weeping fluid, clear fluid, and it just keeps on expanding. And that was really difficult to finally get under control and to finally heal and close up. So you want to prevent that. you want to definitely prevent that from occurring in the first place. So now I'm using the footrest, but it used to be that she didn't like using the foot. She still doesn't like. We don't use it all day, but as soon as the foot's down, it starts accumulating fluids. But we put the footrest on, and when I didn't have it, I wrapped a towel around here and used duct tape around there to make a big bumper on there, so didn't have that happen again. So what I do first thing in the morning, we used to use this, it was called Cedar Press, I think it's the manufacturer's name. It was like an elastic, a long ace bandage, and I wrapped the leg with, I put on this compression stocking first and then wrapped the leg and let her keep her leg down, but still the pressure would accumulate. So now I insist on keeping that leg up as long as possible until she complains enough to take it down. But you have to prevent that. That's why I have her sleep with her legs up too. I have the foot part of the bed elevated as high as it goes, so during the night that fluid is allowed to drain out of the leg. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like, and or comment. And I hope this helped you. Remember, what do they say? An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Is that how that goes? Anyways, yeah, it's always something. So thanks for watching.